What's up, everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to my reaction for Daemon X Machina, or Daemon X Machina. They're saying it both ways. I'm not really sure, but we've got the red cube footage up here. I wanted to get my reaction to it just because this gameplay's been awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in, turn on the volume here for you guys. Let's check it out. This game has a lot of cool stuff.
アバターを自分自身の分身ですね作ってアーセナルを着て戦うゲームです。
So Daemon X Machina is a game where you will create a player character like an avatar, which is called an outer, and then your outer will pilot a mech unit called an arsenal, and you will fight basically.
そしてこう空とこう地上を自由に行き来して戦うゲームになります。
And as you can see, the arsenal is capable of fighting on the ground, but it can also fight in the air.
そしてこうもうそこにいる敵からこう自分の好きな装備を、敵を倒して好きな装備を手に入れてその場でどんどんと自分の戦い方を変えながら戦うゲームです。
One cool thing is that when you're fighting, you can actually take weapons from defeated enemies and equip them to your own arsenal, like there and then. So kind of during a mission, you can actually change your fighting style and adapt to the situation.
そしてこの戦ってる舞台になるんですけども、この世界はこう月が落下してですね、こう人類が危機に瀕している世界です。
In terms of the background of the game world, the setting is that the moon has crashed down, and due to that catastrophe, mankind is in quite a difficult situation.
そしてその時にこう月が落下したんですけど、こうフェムトエネルギーと呼ばれるものが生まれて、そのエネルギーがこう人類を救う鍵になっています。
So, due to the moon falling down, a new kind of energy called femto energy has been created, and that has having various kinds of effects on the world.
でそのエネルギーをこう集めるために使ってた AI たちが今度は逆にその AI のエネルギーのですね影響を受けて人類に戦いを挑んでいきます。
So the artificial intelligences that humanity had previously been using have been kind of affected by this femto energy, and now they've developed a sort of a willpower of their own, and for reasons unknown they are rebelling and fighting against humanity.
そしてこうプレイヤーですね。プレイヤーはこうアウターとしてこうアーセナルを着て今度はその AI たちと戦っていくことになります。
And so where the player comes in is that you are someone who will, get inside one of these arsenals and fight against the enemy AI on behalf of humanity.
そして今日はこう E3 ではそのアウターが降りたところで終わったんですけど、その後のお話をできればと思っています。
And if you saw what we showed of the game at E3, we finished with the outer getting out of the arsenal. Today, for the new gameplay we're going to show, we're going to kind of pick up at that kind of point.
Yes. Cool. So we can get into the gameplay now then, and I think Kaveh is going to play skillfully, much better than I can, and I will describe basically what's happening on screen. Kaveh is now in the hangar of the game. There we go. And in the foreground you can see the outer, the player-controlled character, and on the background you can see the arsenal, the mech that you can pilot. In this hangar we also see other stations numbered from 1 to 4.
I love that about this game.
I think Mr. Tsuguda will tell us a bit later what these are for. Now actually I think Kaveh will be going on the lab.
Oh, maybe you could tell us more about the lab then.
Tsuguda-san, ちょっとこのラブについてちょっと説明していただけますか？
はい、ここはですね、先ほどのアウターで自分のキャラクターですね、これを強化改造していく場所になります。
So as I mentioned before, the player creates a character called an outer who acts as their avatar in the game, and the lab is a place where the player can modify and upgrade their outer.
でこれを強化していくと、足が速くなるとか、ジャンプ力が上がるとかっていうスキルの他に新しいアクションというのを獲得していくことになります。
So by upgrading and modifying your outer, some abilities such as like your movement speed or your jumping ability can increase, but you can also gain kind of completely new skills as well.
そしてこの獲得したスキルとアクションなんですけど、
skills on foot and in the arsenal. Yo, I'm loving that. Definitely Xenoblade vibes at this point.
できるようになります。
It's really cool.
So one cool thing is that the skills and upgrades that you give to your outer also carry across when your outer gets into an arsenal to pilot it. Those skills and upgrades of your outer carry over to the arsenal as well.
そしてこうアウターなんですけど、
crazy. I wonder how they're going to be able to balance.
AI たちと同じように、フェムトのエネルギーで、超能力を持つに至った人たちです。でただ超能力を持ってしまったがために、まあ、人類の社会から阻害もされてるんですけど、有用な存在としてこう AI に戦い挑む人たちとして使われています。
So, one thing you need to know about the outers is that they are not actually just normal human beings. Similar to the enemy AI in the game, the outers are human beings that have been affected by the femto energy and have become, well, you could say, superhuman. Now, as a result of this, they've actually been cast out from regular human society, hence the name outer.
Okay.
So they occupy this strange position where they've been cast out of humanity, but they are the ones fighting against the AI on behalf of humanity.
So heroes that not get thanks, basically. Okay, so we can get in the first mission, I think now.
Right.
Here in the hangar is where you can get all your missions, and the first order is actually quite unique.
Yeah, so maybe you could tell us more about this specific mission.
Sukura-sanに今からプレイするミッションについてちょっと教えていただけますか？
ここはですね、さっきの、アウターで出撃するところになります。そして出撃してですね、この新型のアーセナルを盗んでくるっていうものになります。
So as I mentioned, we're actually going to start off playing as an outer, on foot, if you will. And in this mission, the objective is to infiltrate into an enemy base and steal an arsenal that is in there.
Yes. なので今回
Nice mission variation there. I haven't really heard about that before. It just seems like they just kind of kill everything.
And we are showing this mission for the first time, so you guys are seeing some new exclusive content here.
First time, that's the reason why we
very excited about that.
Nice.
So infiltration missions with an outer is definitely something that will come out as new for our fans that have seen the footage at E3, and something that we can see immediately as we get into the mission is that the look of this area is quite different from what we've shown so far. It's first of all, it's a mission that takes place at night, and it looks really cool. So let's start by describing the basic abilities of the outer, the player control character when he's outside of an arsenal. Of course, you can jump, you can dash, and you can run. You also have a remote controlled gun that shoots normal shots and also charge shots if you hold down the buttons. And the outer has some unique abilities. He can lay down traps as well, but also throw grenades. And these are two things that an arsenal cannot do. And there are also some abilities that you acquire as you upgrade, as we just did, as you upgrade your character, like for example this sword, beam sword attack that Pepe is using. But now we are going to make a move toward the center of the mission. You can see on the upper right corner the minimap, and our objective is marked by an orange triangle. That's where the arsenal that we need to steal is.
はい、ここ今例えば
Never mind about stealth, right?
アートに関して話をしたいんですけど、今モノクロで光ってるのが雷の表現です。
I'd like to just say a few words here about the art style of the game. As you can see, this mission's set at night, and occasionally we're getting these kind of monochrome flashes. That's meant to represent thunder and lightning.
これはこう日本のコミックとか、まあアニメとかのこう表現からこうアイデアを得て、こういうのも新しいんじゃないかなと思って作ってます。
So having these flashes of monochrome within what is otherwise a full color scene is an idea that actually I took from Japanese comics, Japanese manga.
Okay.
It looks really stylish.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we are inside the enemy base. And Cave will try, of course, to avoid confrontation because there are not just the tanks and the drones that we've seen outside the base. In this enemy base, there are also enemy enemy arsenal, sorry. And those, of course, you don't want to face, you just in one, we don't want to face them on foot because they are much stronger and much faster as well than your outer. Also now, you see Cave is running and there is a stamina bar just below the HP bar in the upper left corner of the user interface. And you also have to manage that resource carefully because if you run out of stamina and you cannot run anymore, then you're in trouble. And of course, no mech action game can be complete with a cool activation animation when you engage.
Oh, here we go.
And, start get our revenge on these,
nice.
Enemy arsenals.
So now we get to use that. We stole it. I mean, it was pretty unguarded. I mean, there wasn't that much resistance, but hey.
So immediately we
that's
see
not for
that
like those tanks and everything, but once you got inside the base, there wasn't that much.
Your movement changes a lot. Of course, you're much faster. You can fight on the ground
now
and in the air. I particularly like when you're on the ground, there is a really cool skating animation that the arsenal does.
Gundam, dude.
Now we are fighting the enemy arsenals, and you can see that they are much stronger, much faster, much smarter.
Those weapons, baby. Let's go.
Than the tanks
Borderlands.
that we've seen so far.
Gundam Borderlands.
So Cave stealing one of the weapon from a defeated arsenal, which is one of the key strategic component of Daemon X Machina.
今こう戦ってくれてるんですけど、こうさっき右手に武器がなかったと思うんですけど、このミッションはこう左手だけ武器を持ってるんですけど、今シールドみたいになったのつけてるんですけど、こうデザイン的にはこうどんどんとプレイヤーが強くなっていくようなイメージで、こう戦士とか侍とかに見えるようないろんな装備があります。
So, as you probably saw when Cave first got inside the arsenal, there was no weapon in the right arm. There was only what looks like a shield on the left arm. And I just wanted to mention that the design of the arsenals, as expressed by that shield-like object, we're very much been inspired by real-world warriors like samurai or knights, and we want the player to have that feeling of being a futuristic warrior when they are piloting an arsenal.
I love the fact that like you can get the different weapons, but are they going to add something to be able to tell which weapon's better or not?
Machine gun, and he equipped it on the right weapon. Something also that we notice now is the objective marker has changed. So the orange triangle now points toward the extraction zone, which is what the place that we have to reach to complete this mission. But of course, you're still free to go around and try to maybe steal some more weapons because of course they are useful in future levels. And there we go, we reach the extraction zone.
Did a little turn there, that was pretty cool.
ここは本当盗んで持って帰るので、できるだけダメージを食らわないように行く必要があります。
Digging everything about this game.
In this mission, as you're actually trying to steal the arsenal and take it with you, you need to avoid taking damage as much as possible.
で今カットシーンのところでちょっとまだ音声が入ってないんですけど、本編ではちゃんと入りますので、皆さんご安心ください。
One thing to mention is that we're using an in-development version of the game here, so there's no voices in these cutscenes, but in the final version of the game, all the cutscenes will be voiced, so please rest assured on that front.
Nice. I was wondering about that, but that's good.
Congratulations, Cave. And we will see now the results screen. And here we see again a recap of the weapons that we have taken from the enemies. And again, the strategic value of this is that you can really deck out your arsenal in completely different ways. And you want to know, getting into the mission, which kind of gameplay you want to have. So really here we can see how Daemon X Machina is this strategy, as the strategy component in this fast-paced action game.
Right, yeah. We're about to see a video of the hangar, which we have seen in the beginning. So maybe you can tell us more about this video.
今からハンガーの動画が流れますけれども、それについて少し説明いただけますか？
はい、わかりました。ここのハンガーなんですけど、その
I like how you can upgrade. Like I talked about that, how you can upgrade your characters and it carries over. That's probably one of the best aspects.
The hangar will be the point where all of you get together.
Okay.
で今こう4つのこう機体が並んでると思うんですけど、ここ本当はこう今1人のキャラクターがいますけど、4人のキャラクターとそれぞれの装備して4つのアーセナルが並びます。
So you can see that there are 4 arsenals standing there in the hangar. that means that there are 4 players who've come together, each of them with, each player brings his or her own arsenal to the party with his or her own loadout and equipment.
マルチプレイなんですが、当然スイッチなので、anywhere anytime ってどこでもできるように
anywhere anytime. I heard it.
ネットワークと遊べるようになってます。
Play anywhere anytime. Let's go.
I really think that in that respect, Nintendo Switch is the ideal platform for this game with the anytime, anywhere thing. The fact that you can take it with you, and the game will have both online and local multiplayer. So I hope everyone gets excited about that.
Nice.
そして今1から4人なんですけど、その1人の人でもCPU が3体
Got a confirmation on that. I don't think it was confirmed with the online multiplayer before E3, so we're at there. But we pretty much all guessed
and
that
the co-op is flexible as well. So if you're on your own but you still want to play co-op, you can have up to 3 CPU allies assisting you. Or if, for example, it was 2 of us playing, we could have 2 CPU allies. So the CPU can always make the numbers up to 4.
Ah, great.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
Now
Some
we're getting into
there.
the next mission,
Let's go.
Which is a boss battle called the Destroy
Okay,
the Unknown Colossal AI. So
boss battle time.
You can maybe get an idea of what we're going to do just now. And well, I'll let the intro speak for itself and explain the colossalness of the AI.
I'm excited.
カフェがかっこよく倒してくれれば、すごくいい武器も手に入ると思うので。
And if Kave manages to defeat this boss in the right way, we're going to be able to get a really cool weapon for our arsenal.
Okay.
Really
So good luck, Kave.
So secret. Okay, hold up here.
It is indeed colossal, as you can see.
So you've got like secret
And,
missions, like to
something
defeat
that,
bosses in certain ways. You can get like a better weapon. Nice, nice, very good. Woo! Let's go. I like that. I really like that. So then, if you have like the other team members, you can all kind of.
As I mentioned near the start, with the whole story setup of machines have turned against mankind, you can actually see in some of the designs, for example, this boss, it's a machine that used to be used for construction purposes. And after it's kind of acquired a life of its own, it's also equipped itself with weaponry and turned itself into a war machine.
Wow. Actually, here we see Kave targeting the weak points first on the knees and now on the belly. And targeting this point is crucial to defeat the boss. Something else that we see from the 3 CPU-controlled allies is that they sometimes distract the boss. So they can catch his attention, so it's not always attacking the player, and you are free to move around and attack the other weak points, which is the same that you would do when you're playing multiplayer. Maybe one of you would attract the boss and the others go around and attack the weak points.
それ弱点を壊していくと、一時的にあれが気絶というかスタンするので、そこがいろんなものをゲットするチャンスです。
So if you continue to attack the weak points accurately, at some point you can actually temporarily knock the boss down. And when it's knocked down, that's a good chance to acquire some weapons from it or do any other thing.
You mean, okay, some weapons. I didn't think it was a giant cannon that it had on its head.
Access, yeah.
Chanceですよこれ。
So this is a chance.
Oh wow, that's pretty massive even for an arsenal.
Yo!
Come on, shoot, shoot, shoot!
Bang! Let's go!
Okay, that's an impressive laser beam.
It's so good.
One shot use, okay.
もう完璧です。
Kave is nailing it.
Yeah, definitely.
あとは倒すだけです。これで倒せばさっきの武器を持ち帰って開発っていうことをすることで自分のアーセナル用の武器に変えることができる。
So now you've taken the weapon and you just need to finish defeating the boss. If you defeat the boss, you will be able to take that huge laser gun home.
Okay.
Back in the hangar, there's like a research and development team, and they'll be able to modify it for you. Obviously, in its normal size, you can't equip it on your arsenal, but through the research, you can get a modified version to equip on your arsenal for future missions.
Sweet.
Essentially boss weapons that you can research and make them your own.
Particularly with
I love that.
You can go with your friends and seek out some bosses and really try to get yourself some cool weapons.
Yeah.
Local and online was really good. I love that too.
Yeah, good job, Kave. Thank you. So we're seeing a countdown at the top of the screen right now. So what is it for? Is it for looting or further exploring? Maybe you can tell us more about that.
今、
はい
画面にあるカウントダウンがありますけれども、それは何でしょうか？
Boss seems
こ
to
の
be
今やっ
defeated.
てるカウントダウンはですね、今マルチプレイなんで
I'm
すけど、
feeling everything about this
ここ
game.
からさらに
We're gonna play it like crazy on
他の
players.
ゲーム
You know we're gonna have
はい
some PE ultimate
マ
with
ルチ
this
プレイの
game.
要素があって
Been waiting for a good
それ
mech
はちょっとまた
game
別の
for a
機会
while. I mean, I haven't
紹
played a
介で
good
きれば
action mech game in
Well,
so
yeah,
long.
what I can say is this countdown is going to play quite a key role in multiplayer, and it's going to be a pretty cool feature which I think you won't have seen in many other games before or any other games before. I can't say too much about it today, but we'll definitely be talking about it more at a later date.
Okay.
Okay.
We are intrigued.
I wonder what
ただ
that's
こう
for.
本当に皆さんがこう
Like a rankings?
あんま
I
り遊ん
think
だ
it's for like a
ことのない
rankings type of thing, right?
And
That
I
count?
really think it'll be something that people won't have experienced before.
Never mind. Not a ranking then.
We're excited to find out more.
Exactly.
I think
So-
another point to mention was the music that was quite punchy in this
Yeah,
last
right.
mission that we had.
It's really, really punchy during the boss fight right now. So could it be that you're into heavy metal?
さっきの
はい
音楽はかなりヘビーな感じだったんですけれども、つくださんもヘビーメタルのファンなのでしょうか？
はい僕大好きです。
Yes, I love heavy metal.
で僕ドイツのバンドのラムシュタインとかすごい好きでして、
I'm I'm a fan of the German band Rammstein.
Oh, really?
いつも聞きながら仕事してます。
So I actually listen to Rammstein a lot at work while I'm working.
Okay.
でこうでサウンドすごい大事にしてまして、この
I
ゲ
like
ームなんですけど、ア
Good
クションゲ
band.
ームとしてライブ感を大事にしてます。
So the music is actually very important for this game, and
Yeah.
particularly like as an action game, we've tried to develop a sense of rhythm that the player feels as they're playing the game.
でそのためにこう武器の音とかをこう楽器から作ったりとかしていて、こう自分でこう撃っていくとか、こう敵を倒して爆発とか光を発生させて、自分でライブとかコンサートをしているような感じになればいいなと思って作ってます。
So a lot of the sound effects in the game, like the weapon sound effects, for example, we've actually used musical instruments to create them. And I really hope that players, when they're playing the game, they're firing their own weapons, that's creating a sound, destroying enemies, and the sound of the explosions. All of that kind of will come together, and the player, as they're playing the game, will feel as though they're participating in a concert
Nice.
themselves.
A melody of destruction.
Nice.
Okay, so now we can actually see in the hangar the miniaturized version of the weapon that we just looted from the boss. As our research and development department has been already at work, and we've seen here the smaller version of the giant head cannon that the colossal AI was using. But we're not gonna use
Does
it
it
just
split
yet
it
for
up
the
between
next
everybody
mission,
in multiplayer too, though?
which is actually the last new mission that we are showing today, and it's extermination in the linear tunnel.
Right. So we have seen what playing as an outer is like, and we have also seen what playing in co-op mode is like. So what can you tell us about this next mission?
さっきアウターとしてのゲームを見たし、
はい。
A brand new piece of content here, man. Excited to see what they got for us.
次のミッションについて、何がありますか？
はいここはですね、これまでは広いところで自由に戦ってたんですけど、今度はこう狭い、室内になります。で、動きが制限されるので、どういう装備で行くかとか、どう戦うかっていうのをすごく考えるところになります。
So the key thing to note about this next mission is that it takes place actually in an indoor environment. So compared to other missions, in your arsenal you won't be able to move as freely.
Yeah.
So thinking about what equipment and weapon loadout you take into this mission is very important.
Okay.
で進めていくと最後にこのゲームで重要なキャラクターも出るので楽しみに見ていただければと思います。
And as you progress through this indoor environment and get towards the end of the mission, a very pivotal character in the story of Daemon X Machina is going to appear.
Okay.
Mr.
Nice,
Good is
nice.
using everything today. Like
Indoor
we're
missions.
all
I didn't
going
know
seven
that they
days.
do
So now
indoor
here we
missions
see
as
Kami
well.
showcasing the weapons that we have equipped on this arsenal. We have one weapon on the left arm, a machine gun, a submachine gun, and a weapon on the right arm, which is more of a machine gun. But also we have weapons mounted on the shoulder, like you have a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher. You can dynamically, in real time, change also your weapon loadout, like we see here.
Sword.
For example, now has a cannon on the left
Gotta
arm
roll with
and
that sword.
a femto energy sword on his right arm.
Nice.
And you can also see how it really, this small space, which is small for an outer, of course it's gigantic, it changes really the dynamic of the fight.
ここのですね、このフェムとエネルギーなんですけ
Seems
ど
like straight action, like so much different content, straight action to get into, upgrades, leveling. I mean, I think it's like the mech game that we've all been waiting for, man.
いろいろマネジメントしていくことで
This is insane. I love it.
こうなんていうんですかね、こう楽しいゲームというか面白いゲームになるように作ってます。
So, a couple of things to just say about the femto energy.
Yeah, I want to
now, as you see, Cave is using this femto energy sword. That's actually possible because the outer has been upgraded. So that's one key thing to note. The other thing is that femto energy is like, in addition to your HP and your stamina, it's an extra resource that you have to manage. So it interacts with the game in many different ways and keeps things interesting.
実際こう RPG とかの MP みたいなもんなんですけど、
Very unique. I want to see how they manage that with the femto and compare it to your stamina and kind of how the harder missions, like how does the resource management go? Interesting little wrinkle though. I like it.
You can, the femto energy, you can almost think of it as your MP, so your magic points or your mana points in an RPG.
Okay.
And actually, we do really want Daemon X Machina to be accessible to a wide audience, people maybe who might not be familiar with mech games. So there are certain RPG-esque elements like that we've put in there that to help people kind of feel familiar with the game from the start.
Nice.
なのでこうエネルギーを奪ってくる敵もいるので、それを奪われないようにする装備をしていくとか、いろいろ考えることになると思います。
There's other things, so for example, some enemies might actually try to steal your femto energy from you or to drain it. And there will be items and equipment that you can find in game that will help you guard against that. So there's lots of small tactical choices that you make in the game.
Yeah, it seems to play an important role.
Yes, actually you see
Yeah,
now when
looks like they gotta go in with that sword, man.
The sword that Fento is you consume.
Yeah, exactly.
あ、来ましたね。多分登場しますね。
So here comes this character that I mentioned before.
で今回はそのキャラクターデザインをですね、ファイアーエンブレムイフとか覚醒の、まあ、小崎さんにお願いしてるんですけど、とてもかっこいいキャラクターが他にもたくさん出ます。
And so the gentleman doing the character design for us in this game is Mr. Yusuke Kozaki, which is a name I think people might be familiar with.
Yes.
Particularly from his work on Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates. And he's designed some really cool characters for us in this game too.
Two of my favorite 3DS games and favorite games of all time.
And we're really enjoying bringing these characters to life.
They're gonna stop it right there. I knew they weren't gonna go further.
That was actually the last mission that we were playing today. And thank you very much for the great gameplay, Kave.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you guys. First of all, of course, thank you so much for joining us today and coming all the way from Japan, Mr. Tsukuda.
日本までから来ていただいて本当にありがとうございました。
こちらこそありがとうございます。
Thank you very much for having me.
And maybe you want to speak to your fans and tell them something.
何か最後の一言ありますか？
はい、初めて来たヨーロッパでこう皆さんに囲まれてとても感謝してます。そして初めてこうデモ X マキナをご覧になられたヨーロッパの方、E3 から応援してくださっている方、これからも注目してお楽しみに待っていただければと思います。
So I've really enjoyed my first trip to Europe, working with you guys, having the opportunity to show the game to people in Europe. And I'm so grateful for all the support from everyone, people who already checked this game out at E3, people seeing it for the first time now. I hope you're all as excited about the game as I am, and please continue to wait a little bit longer for it.
I'm pretty sure we are all super excited. As I said earlier, which was not completely correct, I said we showcased the co-op mode, we showcased some cooperatively gameplay with AI. That's just something I wanted to point out. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you guys for being with us today, and hope you guys will join us in the next video. See you!
All right. So that was the last of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the audio on that end on the media source. So, yo, that was freaking insane, man. That was some great gameplay. I thought it was really cool. I think probably the highlights of it was the on foot sections, how you can level up your person, then how that transfers over. It was pretty cool seeing how multiplayer could theoretically work. They had AI in there, but seeing how that can work, how you can get those weapons depending on how you defeat the bosses, and that mysterious countdown and how that's going to play into something that's never been done before. So I mean, we'll see how that is too, but overall really excited. Thought the gameplay was great. Daemon X Machina, or Daemon X Machina, however you want to pronounce it, is really cool. It's a really cool looking game, and I'm just excited to just see it get some more hands-on time if I can at some point. I really want to try it out before it comes out. We'll see what goes on there, but you guys know I'll be playing this day one. You know we're going to be having it on PE Ultimate, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So what did you guys think about the Daemon X Machina, Daemon X Machina gameplay footage? What was your favorite thing about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting PlayerEssence. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in for the next video. Peace.